Michael Corinthos let Nina know who's boss. The General Hospital recap for Thursday, November 2, 2023, featured Michael being his grumpy self when Nina doting on Wiley. Also in this episode, Sasha received good news. Charlotte planned her next move, and Adam had a meltdown. Now let's dig a little deeper into the details. Over at Kelly's, the Halloween spirit was going strong as all the parents gathered with the younger children. There was candy, cornhole, conversation, and a whole lot of awe when little Wiley announced his grandpa owned his very own jet. Ruining the fun was Michael Chad duel. He sulked when Nina hugged Wiley and showed him all her love. He even got in the middle of Willow, Caitlin McMullen, and Wiley inviting Nina, Cynthia Watrous, on another trip. He gave her the stink eye until she declined to accompany them to Montreal. It was clear Michael was in control. Meanwhile, Cody, Josh Kelly, dropped by Sasha's Sophia Matson and got her holiday ready. He helped decorate her house, put out candy, and even bought her a witch's hat. They're all set. Now, if Sasha could just get the rest of her life together. Much to Sasha's surprise, the next knock at her door was Maxie, Kirsten Storms. She came bearing the exciting news that Sasha was still very much wanted as the face of deception. Oh sure, they toyed with the idea of hiring someone else, but Tracy, Jane Elliott, wouldn't hear of it. Sasha gladly accepted. Also getting a pleasant surprise was Anna Finola Hughes. She planned to spend the night going through her box of secrets, but Felicia Christina Wagner showed up with a housewarming gift. The ladies chatted over Anna's fresh start and Felicia's new job. Valentine James Patrick Stewart called to check in on Anna too. Anna assured him she was well and felt safe. She told him not to worry and reminded him she was always armed. Back at Valentine's house, Charlotte, Scarlett Fernandez, pretended to be excited for her friends to come and for trick-or-treating, but all the while, she kept a close eye on Anna's key, even to the point of carrying a backpack with her cheerleading uniform. Once again, Valentin stayed silent and acted as though he was taking Charlotte at her word, even though he knew most of the truth. As for the college crowd, Wolf Spencer, Nicholas Chavez, picked up Red Riding Hood Trina, Tabiana Ali, for the party, and off they went. They didn't last long there though, before escaping to the Jerome Gallery. There they got some peace, quiet, and quality time. Joss, Eden McCoy, opted to stay behind where she and Adam, Joshua Bernard, compared grades. He was upset he only got 92%, and Joss had to soothe his nerves. Unfortunately for Adam, a call from Dex, Evan Hofer, had Joss dressing up as Alice in Wonderland and heading out. Much like Spencer and Trina, the pair weren't out for long. They came back to the dorm just as quickly as they left. Adam was happy for a hot second, until Joss made it clear she and Dex would be spending the night in her dorm alone. That set Adam off, and he had a bit of an episode in his room, pulling at his hair and looking at his awful grade. Find out what the GH spoilers for November 6, November 10, 2023 have in store for your Port Charles favorites. These General Hospital spoilers tease a jailbird allowed to fly free, a contentious change of address, and so much more. This will be a week you won't want to miss. Drew Cameron Matheson is set free from Pentonville, and his first stop is Kelly's Diner. He and Carly, Laura Wright, are happily reunited, and she fills him in on the daring doze that resulted in his extremely early release. Drew next pays a visit to Sam, Kelly Monaco, and their daughter, and then it's off to give Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran, a big thank you. And while everything seems hunky-dory with gratitude-filled Drew, his loved ones quickly uncover that he's a seething cauldron of emotions, most of them of the unpleasant variety. Turns out nearly being beaten to death changes a man. Look for Esm, Avery Kristen Pohl, to throw Laura Jenny Francis for a loop by sitting her down and revealing that she wants to move herself and Ace out of Casa Collins. What's more, her pressing reason for wanting to put space between her and the tight-knit clan is her budding romantic feelings for Spencer, Nicholas Alexander Chaves. Despite herself, Laura sees Esm's point and champions her decision. Soon, Esm scores a promising lead on an apartment and excitedly shares the news with her. Unfortunately for the pair, Spencer is within earshot, and to say that he's put out by the idea of Esm relocating would be an understatement. In other General Hospital spoilers news, Gregory Harrison, helps Alexis with an ethical issue. Curtis, Donald Turner, gets valuable advice. Tracy, Jane Elliott, makes an announcement. Sunny, Morris Bernard, shares shocking info with Ava, Maura West. Olivia, Lisa Locicero, is given reason to celebrate, and Chase, Josh Spickard, puts his foot in his mouth. Meanwhile, Sasha, Sophia Matson, tries to mend a broken bond, no doubt between Brooklyn, Amanda Seton, and well, everyone else they have in common. The artist formerly known as BLQ really did a number on her former co-workers / good buddies. Finally, GA spoilers have the hits continuing to come. Anna's Finola Hughes way. She'll be left reeling from yet another pointed attack by Scarlett Fernandez, one that will see the Port Charles Police Department step in to investigate yet again, and then get a blindside of epic proportion. Charlotte Cassadine put herself in grave danger. The General Hospital recap for Friday, November 3, 2023, featured Charlotte possibly paying the ultimate price for stalking Anna. Also in this episode, the Davis ladies spent Halloween together. Carly got a huge surprise, and Harmony visited Willow's dreams again. Now let's dig a little deeper into the details. Laura, Jenny Francis, and Kevin, John Lindstrom, had a candid conversation about Charlotte. She still wasn't sure her granddaughter was capable of awful things, but Kevin was. Kevin was convinced the teen was in crisis. Laura blamed Victor. This just had to be all his doing. Valentine, James Patrick Stewart, did a quick safety check with the kids before letting them loose. Scarlett Fernandez, wasted no time taking off on her friends, swapping her cheerleading gear for a hermit tarot card costume, and took off. Her friends searched for her and even told Valentine she was gone. Everyone was in a panic. All the while, Charlotte let herself into Anna's house, turned on her flashlight, and started going through her trunk. Prior to that, Anna, Finola Hughes, spent her evening thumbing through files until she found what she was looking for. She grabbed the file and her gun and ran to Robert's, Tristan Rogers' office to discuss. Did he remember Forsyth? Anna witnessed him doing shady things. Maybe he was targeting her. Anna went home to put together a plan. However, when she went to unlock her door, it was already unlocked. She grabbed her gun, pushed open the door, and yelled at the dark figure. Startled, Charlotte turned around, holding out her flashlight like a weapon. Anna bravely pulled the trigger and took the shot. Over at Kelly's, Carly, Laura Wright, was treated to two lovely visitors. The first was Sam, Kelly Monaco, who helped her clean up while they talked about the party. Talk soon turned to Drew, Cameron Matheson. Carly sure does miss him. Sam took her leave and Carly went to close up shop. That's when she got her second visitor. This time it was Drew. He was there in the flesh. Carly couldn't believe her eyes. She flung herself into his arms and they kissed. Drew wasn't sure how it happened, but he's out. Alexis, Nancy Lee Grahn, spent her evening with two of her daughters. She was surprised to see how well Molly, Kristen Vagenos, and Christina, Kate Mansi, were getting along. Well, kind of. Christina did enjoy mocking every name Molly came up with for her baby. Molly kept a smile on her face, but once they were gone, she went right back to mulling over the baby name book. Meanwhile, Willow, Caitlin McMullen, had another bad dream about Harmony, Inga Cudrenal. She told Michael, Chad Duell, all about it. She was sure Harmony was trying to tell her someone in her circle was a liar. Michael gaslit her by suggesting Harmony lied all the time, and it was merely her memories of her mother.